Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is what? JLeesCorner, okay? And this is my review for Queen Sugar Season 4, Episode 6, okay? Episode 6. It was not on last week. Took a little week off, okay? But it is on today, and that is what matters, okay? But first things first, guess what you should always do first, okay? Or last, I prefer first, okay? First, hit that good old like button. Yes, please like the video. That helps YouTube know what? That people are watching our videos. And if you like my videos, even if you don't like my video, if you want to watch my videos and hate on me, by all means, still hit the like button, okay? And also do not forget to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, JayBird, dot, okay, and all that good shit, okay? Check the description box. It has all the info you may need on me to contact me or whatever, or to send me something, to contact me, to follow me on social media. It is all in the description box below this very video, okay? You just see the words that says open me down there, okay? Down there. Now let's get started. This was a good episode. It was, and I feel like it was a little breather, okay? I feel like not all Queen Sugar episodes have to be these knockdown, drag out, emotional roller coasters or whatever. It was a real even kill situation for this episode. We see Nova and Octavia, Freddie Brooks, okay, Cree Summer, still out here, scissoring and kissing, okay? They still in a whole little relationship, okay? And we see they're also in Atlanta on her book tour. And, Octavia is like enjoying the book tour. I got us the whole situation going on. Like my contacts and my friends, my colleagues say it's a party going on around here. It's a celebration. But no, it's a party going on, and I got us in the party. There we all kind of energy people there. You need to be at this party, Nova. Now Nova doesn't want to like rubbing elbows with like the snooty people. She wants like, I don't know the free spirit of, I'm not sure. But, Octavia, like, no, you need to be at this party, period. Okay? We then see Nova's phone call that she's been put on the short list of the National Book Award. I guess it's something huge. And you see Octavia smiles, hugs Nova, but behind Nova's back, okay, when Nova can't see, she look a little bit upset, like she mad it ain't her. Now, I think we can all see where this is going. But it is what it is. And then she tells Nova, Nova, you don't need awards, okay? You don't need that. You do not need an award for validation. You are good enough, Nova. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just letting you know, what I'm saying? I want to keep reminding you to keep everything in perspective. I'm like, even though she telling Nova, you worthy, girl. This your worthy. Like you are worthy, period. It still means Freddie Brooks, Freddie, Creed. Some ain't right, girl. Some ain't right. But as mad and as frustrated as we are at Nova, I mean, are we upset that Nova's kind of little bit, maybe getting used? I'm not upset. And I feel like because it's been off week, I'm less mad at Nova. Like last time I was very pissed off at Nova. And I'm like, I wasn't too pissed off at Nova. I was like, oh, okay, the girl from trying to play her. But I'm like, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I'm still mad now, don't get me wrong, but I'm not as pissed off as I was. So we see Charlie. Charlie is officially, running for city council. She's putting her little bid thing. Now, she's not announced it yet. And we see she has the support of that lady councilman who's stepping down, who was going to give was it Jason? Jacob Boudreaux her seat, but now she's back in Charlie. I said, well, that's a smart decision. Charlie's very, very, she's a good candidate or whatever. And so she has a whole little team going on. Got Micah, got Romero. Isn't that Romero? I think her boyfriend name, the dude, Romero. He's there, Micah, you got Prosper there. And then you see an old black woman walk in, like, yeah, I'm from a couple towns over. I heard that you was running for council, and I just came down to help. Oh, well, thank you, man. What's your name? And he go, Prosper. Oh, that's so-and-so's little baby sister. Baby, I'm a grown woman, Prosper. I'm like, oh, this who I was saying last time, the sister was in town because the brother passed away. And Prosper got real happy. And y'all know Prosper had been feeling mighty down because, he's an older gentleman. He's by himself. His wife died. He missed his wife or whatever. But he perked on up when Vi said, so and so sister coming to town for the funeral. I ain't seen her in 40 years. And sure enough, they bumped into each other. Hey girl, how you doing? It was real cute. So we see it's nice to see Prosper smiling. Now, it's later on scene where they sitting up there, they stuffing envelopes or whatever, and Prosper, I know we usually gotta go get some lunch together, but I'm gonna be making dinner. I'm gonna have an extra steak. Do you want the extra steak? I'll bring the wine. So Prosper got a date. He got a date at 8. Don't be late. Anyway, so we then see how what else happened? Oh no, Romero. Is it Romero? I think it's Romero is talking to Charlie. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And she's like, well, yeah, this is what I want to do, whatever. I'm trying, it's hard for people already. And, so I want to help. Okay. He's like, okay, because it's going to get tough now. It's going to get really, really tough. The Boudreaux, the Landry, they some tough people or whatnot. So just make sure that it's all worth it. She's like, look, I'm sure I can't not. I'm sure I can't not do this because this is for my daddy, my land, us as a people, and I'm in it to win it. And I'm like, Charlie says her mind on things. Charlie says her mind on things, and she does not change her mind. So I'm gonna need Romero to get to know that. Okay, period. Anyway, so we then see Nova. Nova and Octavia is at an interview that Nova's having, and she bringing Nova some water. She's a good little girlfriend assistant, okay. And then the girl, the interviewer is like, "Aren't you so and so?" Octavia, whatever. Yes, yeah. How are you two like connecting? I was her professor a long time ago, and I'm looking like, Octavia wants the spotlight a little bit. She just wants because she know Nova's hot right now, so she's trying to attach herself to Nova to get in these parties or whatever. I feel like that's what she's doing because again, get your ass up out of Nova's interview. And then when a guy asked her that one question, she then went and sat down. I'm looking like, when you finna leave and let her interview? You just now you was down? All right. The dude asked Nova, how has you sharing your family's truth affected those relationships? Well, the truth can be difficult and you must to face. And the other side of that confrontation is healing. And sometimes healing takes time, which means they all pissed at you. All pissed. And I don't see it's hard to be like, you don't see any healing come from that because you don't want anyone to like forever be alone. But I feel like Nova did something that she may not ever be able to come back from. But I also know this is a TV show and they not just gonna write Nova out. It's just gonna be a couple seasons before she's back in good with everybody at least. I think her one way in will probably be Micah, and then from there maybe Charlie. Nah, nah. I don't see how it's gonna happen. So her trying to act like, what I'm saying, it's just they had a confrontation. We need time to heal. I don't know how it's gonna happen because you literally told their secrets without their permission and then told them they should like be happy that you did it because you trying to help some strange and people all around the world and that's not how it goes. Like you can't sell my house and tell me you trying to help somebody who's homeless. Well now I'm homeless. You sold my shit to help somebody else, and it fucked up my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of thing. Anyway, he then asked her, like, your sister's running for city council. Like, do you feel like your activism has helped her, get that book or whatever? And Nova didn't know, so she kind of has like she was like, and she does not respond, or whatever. So I came like, oh yeah, Black women have been influencing each other forever. It's all around the world or whatever. And so I'm sure that Nova's, activism, rubbed off on Charlie the same way that my stuff rubbed off on Nova. I said, now what? When did it come about you? I tell you, this isn't about you. Okay? But at the same time, she helped Nova because Nova did not know what to say. She was kind of blindsided because one, it hasn't been announced at all. So it wasn't like it was announced to you to know it hadn't been announced. He just heard about it and told Nova. And of course, Nova didn't know because they ain't talking to her. So she has no idea what's going on in her family's life. So that was like a shock to her sister. And years later, she don't even know that's going on. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And when Freddie said, Black girl magic is a continuum. And I was like, Freddie, you up to something, girl. You up to something. So at that room or whatever, we see how Nova's looking up the stuff about Charlie. this is great. If she wins, she'll really be able to do something, something great in St. Joe, whatever. It's like, it's just a great thing or whatever, but she's there, doing that, and I'm just here doing these punk ass, interviews or whatever. She's like, oh, that's not true, Nova. This is your book tour, whatever, I'm saying, and you are a star now, and interviews are a part of that, and, it's just a whole part of the whole thing. Well, no, because this is my family, and it's very important to me. Well, I feel like family is a biological. She said family is like a biological accident. I said biological accident. That's no, Octavia Freddie, don't do that. Okay. She then asked over a good question. If you and your sister was not sisters, would y'all be friends? And she's like, well, we not even really friends now. That's my point. Okay, you need to realize that sometimes you have to put family in the rear view to get to where you want to go. And when she said it, Nova kind of look at her like, I need to leave your ass somewhere. I don't think you was a good idea. So little by little, Nova's noticing little things that, that I tell you, dropping here and there. So we see Ralph Angel and Darla. And they're a bit worried about Blue, mainly because Blue is a little bit standoffish. She didn't go to school that day or whatever. And, where Rye felt like, let's let him take a day off of school. And Darla felt like, well, no, like, we need to get him some help because he just found out the truth about you, about me, not, what I'm saying, or whatever. So, not about her, but more about him not being a birth father. And so, we need to be sure to get someone to talk to him. So they do have a counselor come over to the house to talk to him. And at first she was like, well, what's wrong with you, whatever. And he didn't want to say nothing. Well, what's your doll's name? Kenya. Well, can you tell me what happened? Well, Kenya said that, so and so said that Pops is my real Pops. And I was like, see, so he had never really expressed how he felt, okay? So even though he can't say it, Kenya can say what he wants to say. So they take him to the room, and the therapist, talks to Nova, Lord Jesus, to Darla and Ralph Angel. And then she explains to them, like, Blue is handling this in a normal way, even though it doesn't seem normal or whatever, It's a normal way for a kid to handle things today, mainly because he doesn't really fully understand what's going on. Even though y'all told him what's going on, he can't understand it. And I'm like, it's true, because he's like, what, 5? Like, well, not 5. He's like 7 or 8. So to him, he like, my pop isn't my pop, but how does that make sense? It doesn't make sense from yet. So she's like, it's normal what you're doing, but y'all have to be patient with him. And know that it'll take time for him to kind of process it all, but he's perfectly okay. He's just, that's what they do. You can't expect a kid to be like, oh, let's talk about it all. Like, no, he just kind of, let's figure it all out. So then she's like, what, I need y'all to make a list of what each of your futures looks like with Blue. Like, we need to get Blue to realize that his past is not as important as what his future is with his parents. I say, now that is a wonderful idea, okay? Because if you don't think about it, like, if Blue keeps focusing on, well, this is what happened before, and it makes me who I am now. No, what does my parents have planned for me for our future as a family, okay? And I'm like, that was a really, 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 really good idea. So we see how, Darla starts writing or whatever, but, Ralph, he can't think nothing to write right then. Okay, not right then. So we do see later on, we see Ralph and Ralph Angel, Darla, and Blue, sitting around on the porch or whatever, just as a little family and whatnot. And, Blue was like reading a book about animals, okay, about flamingos, about animals, birds, or animals that talk or whatever. And as he's reading, he says, the mother penguin, lays the egg and gives the laid egg to the dad to keep safe, until the baby's ready to be born. He's like, that's how you kept me safe, right, Pop? And he's like, yep, just like that. Meaning, in his own kid way, he's reading things and noticing things that is different ways about being parents. Again, the mama penguin lays the egg. Okay, the dad had nothing to do with it. But she gives the egg to the daddy, who then nurtures it, protects it until it's ready, to grow and be a whole penguin. So he got that. He equated that father penguin as his pop. Okay, I was like, oh, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? So we see Aunt Vi not doing too well. Well, because she still feels kind of way with Jimmy Dale, Jimmy Earl, Billy Ray, Jimmy Dean. I think of Jimmy Dale. Anyway, but we see her in Hollywood in the bed, and it is laying there, and it looked like what happened when you and your boyfriend having sex and he don't come. That's what it looked like to me. Cause that's what it looked like to me. And he like, usually it's me that gotta, keep up with you, whatever. Like I can't believe that, it was you who kind of, doesn't have this spunk or whatever. She's like, I'm just tired, Hollywood. I'm just tired. And then he like, okay, whatever. But again, he knows something wrong. And she everything, but I'm fine. I'm tired, but I'm fine. And he knows something wrong. She knows something wrong. And she look everything except fine. Okay, she looked like she's worried about things. And it's like, what's going on with outside? So we do see her like have a phone call conversation with her doctor, who was like, I'm looking at your test results or whatever. Like you're physically fine. The whatever you're feeling is not due to your lupus or even the medication of your lupus. Like, have you had any, traumatic or, unexpected situations that has happened over the last few weeks since you said you've been having these issues? She's like, whew, my ex Jimmy Dale, B. Ray Cyrus or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's both of those things. He was unexpected and also traumatic. So she realized this isn't medical. This is more spiritual and emotional and mental more than anything else. And she was just trying to figure out what was wrong. And I'm like, I'm so sad. So, we see some quick little things happening or whatever. We see Micah, who gets a little visit from Kiki, his girlfriend. And Micah and Kiki ain't vibing right now. And she brings him over a book, and he brings him how he's going to see his friend in prison. And, she's like, well, I thought only family can go. He like, well, yeah, I talked to, I think maybe was it the mayor, not the mayor, somebody who said he thinks it'll be a good idea for Micah to be able to visit the boy in prison. And she just kind of doesn't. I don't know what's going on with them. I know he beat them two white kids up a couple episodes ago, but I felt like y'all ain't over there. So I'm not sure what the big issue is. So why Kiki like kind of just don't like him as much as she used to. It could be the hair. He do look different, okay, whatever, but it is what it is. So from there, we see Charlie, Romero, and Michael all hanging out. Romero trying to get Charlie, not trying to, but he suggested Charlie. Slow down. He's suggesting to Charlie that she should get in good with the Latino votes or whatever, because they are also part of the population there in St. Joe, and usually they're kind of separate a little bit or whatnot. Like, you should get involved. So he invited Charlie to a picnic. Okay, we have our picnic. This is always a black picnic. This was a Latino one or whatever. And so they're there having fun or whatnot. We see how Michael tells his mom how he liked Romero, you know what I'm saying? And he realized that they messed around or whatnot. And he like, for him, he looks like it seems like he makes you happy. And I just think he's cool or whatever. And I just want you to be happy. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. So Michael ended up leaving the picnic because he got to go somewhere else to go. We then see her, Charlie. She go there. Well, she's there to really talk to the pastor, who kind of, is the person to go to when you want people of that parish kind of on your side, okay, to back her for her running for city council. And when she walked up to him, he already know who she is. She's like, hey, Pastor. I'm gonna call him Pastor Jose because I did not write down what his name was. Hey, Pastor Jose. And I'm not gonna be racist. Okay, I did not say Jesus, I said Jose. Anyway, so when she said hi to him, and she like, he don't know me. He's like, oh, Mrs. Bordelon. She's like, you know me? He's like, everyone knows you. And I'm looking like, well, Charlie, your reputation does precede you. Now, she's there to try to like just talk to him, ask him, how, if he can back her or whatever, and just open up the lines of communication. And he kind of ain't here for it. Like, I've never, you've never came over here. I haven't seen you over here before. Like, this is the first time you've stepped over to our side of the parish. And she's like, well, this is my home. I live here too. He's like, huh, you're home. And it's a thing to where, he realized why she's there. She's there for his attention. She's there for his backing. And he feels like, you haven't came over here. You ain't stepped foot over here until now when you need something. And her thing, and he like, I don't trust you because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? And he basically told like, you got invited to our picnic. Like, don't think you have some open-ended, invitation to our barbecues. Okay? Like, I don't trust you yet. And she just tells him how, you know what I'm saying? Well, I hope to be able to gain your trust, because I want you to see that I want us all to rise above this bullshit that's going on in San Joe Parish. So we do see, after that all happened, whatever, her and Romero dancing all slow like or whatever, getting all snazzy and jazzy and stuff or whatever. And she's like, you're the first man in a long time to come into my life and add to my life and not take away from my life. You don't know how great that is, or whatever. And she's like, I just thank you for that. He like, Charlie, you deserve good things. She's like, yeah, and so do you. I said, what do you deserve, Charlie? Charlie turned around. You've waited long enough. We've waited long enough. Okay, we both have. And then they go have sex. Okay, and now remember, Charlie ain't had not nan sex scene really in this all four seasons. Okay, she was with Davis. They broke up or whatever. She never had sex with Remy. Okay, because when it was about to do it, he couldn't do it or whatever. And because of my dear wife. And so I'm like, Charlie deserves some ping ping. Okay, she deserves some peanuts. Okay, she deserves some dick. Okay, all up and through her vagina. So I feel like I don't want something bad to happen. And then the rug is put off on her and they break up. I think she deserves a good man, okay? Remember, okay? I'm like, do it, girl. We see Hollywood and Rod having a conversation, mainly because, Rod is telling Hollywood how, things is kind of going crazy. Hollywood bringing up how, Nova's book kind of ruffled all the feathers or whatever. Rod brings up how, yeah, I know because, since Blue found out I'm not his real daddy, we haven't been counseling or whatever. Like, is it working? He's like, I don't know. We just started it or whatever. And the therapist wanted us to write a list of, what's that? No, a book of dreams, a dream list. What's that? Hey, like it's a list of things that your dreams are made of and what you want for tomorrow, so that Blue is not so focused on the past. And so like, so I can't think of nothing like wherever I eat. I can't think of nothing right now. Like for me, I think about today and I worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I will need you right at least think about this week. Okay, if not next year, at least this week, if maybe this month it out, okay? Anyway, Hollywood, like, I just feel like, do you ever think of how tomorrow is for other people? Like, I feel like me and Vi should be living this life, okay? Well, we got some money now, you know what I'm saying? We should be free to do whatever. But you know what I'm saying, things in her past, things in the past is holding on like a cold, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we supposed to do? And he like, sometimes you can't be sitting here living life scared that your past is gonna come stand your future. And then you can tell he's worried about Aunt Vi. And Blue, not Blue, girl, not Blue. Right, like, you can't, you can't give up. We all know that you and I is made for each other. So, just keep at it. Like, don't give up on it or whatever, but live life, this period, okay? So, we then see Nova's at another party with Octavia, okay? And this party aggravated my spirit. It was her and the girls, some white girls. And the one white, that story about you and that white man, I really was rooting for you and what was his name? She's like, oh, his name was whatever. I was rooting for you. I'm looking like, bitch, okay? And then she said, you know, come on, girl, real talk. I say, bitch, did you just I don't like it when other races talk how we talk, and that's not even trying to be, what I'm saying, ignorant. I'm like, did you just really, for real, girl? Did you really just, girl? Come on, girl, real. Did you just real talk me, bitch? Don't, bro. Oh, it made my skin crawl. I'm like, did you? Oh God! But it's how some people of other races act around us. They feel like, okay, I saw this on TV. Hey, girl, hey! Don't do that. No, just say hello to me. Don't hey girl, hey me. You don't your melanin ain't popping enough to hey girl, hey me. And I'm like, Nova, how can you even, girl? Real talk. I said, bitch, you're a heifer. Anyway, but real talk. You knew that wasn't working with Calvin, and she was like, oh, it was what it was, whatever. Octavian said, we know, well, who hasn't been with a married white man? I mean, I haven't. I have not been with any race of a married man, let alone a white one. But I mean, they said it so freely. I'm like, is everybody fucking married white men in Louisiana? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, whatever city they was in, I think they may have been in Atlanta at that point in time. Anyway, So, Nova like, oh, I'm so tired of this bullshit. Yeah, like I want to go. Like, how can you even stand being here with all these people? It's a game, Nova. You have to be here. It's like, how long can you last? Well, I can't last. Okay, I'm tired of this bullshit. Oh, it's okay, Nova. And I talked to the dean of students over at Princeton. He wants to meet us. Okay, tomorrow. I'm looking like, how the us? What you mean us? Again, Octavia is riding the coattails, okay, of Nova because people who want to meet Nova, she's with her. So she gets into these same rooms and the same meetings with these people. Oh, there's so and so. Hey, so and so. Goes over to talk to so and so. So and so then say, oh, Nova's so great or whatever. I want her to research this book that I'm writing or whatever. I think it'll be amazing. Octavia say, that isn't really her thing. It's not her niche, okay? I would be perfect for that. And I've been looking for my next assignment. There we go. And Nova hear her say it. So when she said like it's not for Nova, that isn't Nova's thing, but I can do it and I'm looking for my next. I'm like, Nova, see, I told you, girl, it was a whole setup. The lady said, well, we respect your old work or whatever. This is like for fresh emerging writers. Maybe you can write something else. And it made Nova realize she's here to get ahead for herself. Yes, she is. What was that about? Oh, don't even worry about that, little girl. Look, we have to get ready for that meeting tomorrow with the dean of students or whatever. We gotta go. But Nova realized she up to some bullshit. And I'm like, girl. So Nova goes to the bar the following day and she's contemplating like, should I go to this meeting or whatever? Because she's getting texts from Olivia. Olivia, that's my middle name. From Octavia. And, she is like, I just can't believe you. Where are you? Like, we're waiting for you. And Nova at the bar. Okay, at the bar, getting a drink. And the cute little bartender, hey, what's your name? Let me make you a drink. It's going to be called Drop It Like It's Hot. I'm like, drop it like it's hot. No, sir. No, thank you. But, the drink was good or whatever. It's on me. So what is a cute, beautiful, brown skinned sister like you doing all alone in the bar? Well, look, okay, she cut to the girl. I'm here on business or whatever. I have a friend who I should not have, I should have left this friend in the past. And now I'm sitting here attempting to not repeat my past mistakes. Well, you know what? It's a club open and we can go later, whatever, and get to know each other. Why am I talking like a pimp? There's a club we can go to later to have some fun and sweat out all your frustration. I said, wait, like dance, sweat? Because I hope not sex, but don't set sweat. So don't do that. Anyway, she was like, no, I'm not gonna do that or whatever. But thank you for the drink. I'll talk to you later. And she leaves before allowing him to talk her out of her drawers. And I'm proud of her for that. We do see Charlie goes back to see Pastor Jose or whatever. And they both kind of agree how, the divide between the Latino community and the African American community is that there are forces at work to keep them separated. And what I'm saying? Charlie explained how, I feel like black people, feel like we are consistently fighting for this basic equality. And then Pat said, like, we know we are the ones, no, she said we're fighting for equality even though we built this country. And then he replied back, so yeah, y'all may have built the country, but we help maintain it because we take the jobs that no one else is willing to do. And I said, well, you know what? They both got a point. Okay. But it also means how we have so much in common. And it's not us, it's them. We have to learn to come together. And so with them having this conversation, he realized, okay, she isn't just him seeing bullshit and nothing or whatever. She tells like we can't fix it like right now, right now. However, I will look forward to this forward communication and about this all things what we need to fix. So she at least got her foot in the door with Pastor Jose. So we see Hollywood gets home and I'm sitting there, and she hears like a motorcycle. She's like, what is that noise? Hollywood went out and bought a whole motorcycle or whatever. And so I can't believe you bought that death trap. I sure did, baby, and I can't wait. I'm not riding it. I ain't riding it. I can feel you with me on that bike, and you just leaning into me. I can feel it. And so she's smiling because she realized this is his dream, to be with his wife, half on the back of his motorcycle or whatever, and that's what he wants. But he realized something is not right with her. And she said, like, baby, I know you know something wrong, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's all me. He like, just tell me. Sit down and tell me. So they have a conversation. She brings up how, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy Dale coming back. I got his name right because I got it written down. You know, she's like, him coming around made me realize that there were things in me that were still broken that I had not fixed, that I had not faced, and it's messing with me now. She's like, it's so bad to where it takes all my might, all my strength, you know, every day to even get through the day, and you know, it's just driving me crazy or whatever. So I need you to give me some patience. Okay, I need patience from you, but I also need some space. Okay, for a little while. It was space for me. Oh, Val. She like, I know it ain't fair. I know it's not fair, but I just need it a little bit. He like, you know what they say, in sickness and health, for better or worse. Like, how did I get lucky for a husband like you? Because he understands what she's saying. He don't like it, but he get it. And he respects the fact that she's asking him for it. And I'm like, damn it, man. Okay, damn it, man. So Nova and Octavia finally have it out, mainly because Nova blew her and that Princeton dude, the Princeton people off because she didn't go. I can't believe that you know did not come to your appointment. You mean your appointment? Okay, that was for you. You know, I get it, what's going on here now, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would not be an afterthought, Nova. It's not about that or whatever. I found you. I spit shined you. I got that backwoods think out for you, and you think you tough because you popping right now because you're hot right now. That don't last long. Come to me when you've been in here for 20 years, okay? What I had to endure, what I had to do to get you to where you are, you could not do it. Meaning she was around back in the day, having to go through things so that Nova can have it a little bit easier right now, and she feels like Nova owes her something or whatever. And Nova, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't deal with the bullshit of it all or whatever. You know, I've always walked my own path. And now I realize I have outgrown you, okay? And even though Octavia had as much venom in her voice initially, she then say, you know, I never felt anything for other people besides you. You know, I didn't go any further with anybody after you or whatever, pregnant the students or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? She like, girl. It was just so much between them two that when Nova then said, you came here, you invited yourself on my tour, you even went as far as to try to take that book deal from me or whatever, it's because you told them I wasn't qualified. Well, you are not qualified. You are so green. And never realized she's outgrown her. And even though it started off like a little toxic conversation, it ends with, look, I respect you. I respect what you had to go through. But again, I have my own path. And you need to recognize that. And even though you were my first in so many ways, okay, again, I have outgrown you. And I'm like, mm. And Freddie left. Okay, Freddie walked up out the door and Freddie went back to Hillman. So we see a couple of different things. We see, Charlie at her headquarters or whatever, doing the getting ready for her announcement or whatever. And then we see somebody throw a brick through the window. And she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. This is kind of crazy. I did not want anyone to get help. I mean, anyone to get hurt. And, remember, like, look, you can't even focus on that. Like, that's what they're trying to do. They want to scare you from doing this. The reason you're doing it is so that no one else can intimidate us again. So, you have to be strong. You have to fight. And I'm like, okay, yes, you do. So we then see a couple of things to end it off with. We see Rye finally at home writing down his dream for Micah, and he just wrote down Blue's graduate. Why is that Micah? Rye writing down his list for Blue, and he wrote down Blue's graduation. Looking like, okay, get it all down and whatnot. We see Nova call Charlie. She tries to congratulate her for running for city council. You've done so much since you came back, whatever. I have always admired how you knew what you wanted and went for it. I love you, sister. I love you, Charlie. And I miss you. And I love Micah too. And I'm like, she's not gonna listen to you. Because you still I feel like until Nova can admit that what she did was wrong and face that they will never accept her because she still feels like what she did wasn't wrong. And I think that's the part that pisses them off more is she's so self-righteous about it. So like you call them like, oh, I'm so proud of you, but you've done things that has hindered them from doing things in their own life because you told their secrets, okay? And we still don't know what happened with David in the job, but whatever. So we do see Charlie, officially, say she gonna run for council. And you know what I'm saying? Uh I'll leave one yet. I don't know. And it was great. So that was the whole episode. I think I'm tired right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay. So do not forget to like, comment, share this video. And by all means, subscribe. Peace.